What is up, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video? My name is Omega Pro, and not too long ago, I made a video titled The Fuckboy Wars, and what this was an amalgamation of some of the characters that I thought were just the most fuckboy. In essence, they were the most disappointing characters. So, to talk about this further, I had some time to think about it. Some people were upset with what I said. I still stand by it. But I also brought in a special guest so that way he can talk about what he thinks about the Fuckboy Wars. Senor, introduce yourself.
Hey! It's Rhymestyle. And yeah, I watched this video a couple days ago, and I hit up Omega. I was like, bruh, 2.0. We gotta do 2.0 with this when I get back in town. And I'm back in town, and yeah, so basically, by the way, if you're on my channel, if you haven't seen the video, I will link the original in the description below so you can check it out. Go watch it. Make sure you comment and stuff over there too. Subscribe to Omega too if you're not. But yeah, this is us doing part 2.
All right, so in my original list, I had 3 characters that I selected. And in that video, I was trying to get things done pretty quickly, so I didn't really give reasonings. I guess I'll do that in this video, okay? So I picked Kid Trunks, Goten, and Adult Gohan. Now, a lot of people, the main issue I had with this video in particular was Adult Gohan. Now, what I said in the video was that Adult Gohan does pick it up when he becomes Mystic Gohan and all that shit, and he does pick it up, but by disappointing, what I also meant was that, what did they actually do, okay? What did Adult Gohan actually do? Fucking nothing. He went Mystic Gohan, and what did he do with that? He got eaten out. That's all I'm trying to say. What did Kid Trunks ever fucking do besides fuse into Gotenks? Really nothing. These characters had so much potential, but they never end up making an impact. You got Goku and Vegeta's sons. These guys are supposed to, they're supposed to blow our socks off, but they became Gotenks, and then even when they became Gotenks, what did Gotenks do? He got eaten out. They were just fucking, they didn't really have as much of an impact as I really would have liked, because these characters had great setups, but they never really got executed on. So with Kid Trunks,
they grew up too soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Their life was way too soft growing up.
Even if you look at, you want to take this, you want to fucking do some comparisons, let's look at Kid Gohan. You look at Kid Gohan, this motherfucker's like, hey, Raditz, leave my daddy alone, and he fucking headbutted the dude in the chest and knocked the wind out of him. Kid Trunks and Goten, fucking Boo came up with that, yo, Fusion, alright, now what do you want from us? And then they got eaten out anyway. So it's like,
Bro, I don't even like Gotenks. Let me just point out, I don't even like Gotenks. Because
really?
No, I don't like Gotenks. I never like Gotenks. Gotenks pissed me off only because he was too cocky. I mean, even in the time chamber, he fucks up and ends up like, almost trapping everybody in there forever. Because he's trying to, just show off. Like, yeah. I never like Gotenks, which I know a lot of people are like, what? Gotenks? Yeah,
I mean, when I first saw Gotenks, because one of my sister's friends actually got some bootleg Japanese recordings that were on VHS tape or some shit. So they were Japanese with English subs. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he had it. So I popped it in one time, and I'm looking at Gotenks. I'm just like, oh my god, this dude is like, he looks so cool. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I like Gotenks in that aspect. Like, oh my god, this guy's about to be a badass. But yeah. My problem with Gotenks is the exact same thing as Gohan. He didn't do anything.
Right.
Because like Gohan, so like originally I was gonna defend Gohan in this video, but then I realized, Gohan really didn't do anything. Like he was a badass for about 11 minutes of the Buu saga. At the end, when he became Mystic, it's like he beats Buu into like nothing, and then he actually makes him blow up. And that's it. He didn't do anything else to that. Like he couldn't even pick up the freaking earring, like catch the earring when Goku's doing it.
Seriously,
so,
like who knows where this series may have gone if he fucking caught that earring. You know what I mean? And
also, let's not even like, bro. First of all, Mystic Gohan fusing with Goku, that would be ridiculous. Number 2 though, like let's not even forget what Gohan turns into in Fukkatsu no F.
Oh yeah, seriously. Yeah. Come on. Homie brings back the bowl cut. Like, whose idea was that? And then homie sitting there with the fucking green-ass tracksuit looking like he just skinned Piccolo and shit. Like, that's some bullshit. Anyway, those were my picks. Those were the reasonings for my picks. I know I should have said that in the original video. I'm sorry for anybody I offended. Again, if you have a differing opinion, please, let's have some constructive criticism. Talk about it in the comment section. I want to hear why you think these characters were good if you did think they were good. But anyway, Rhymestyle, who wins your Fuckboy Awards?
Dude, it's funny, for about 5 seconds you cut out, so I have no clue what you said, but you were still talking, so it's all good.
Alright, cool beans. Who wins your Fuckboy Awards?
My biggest fuckboy is actually Trunks. It's like, Trunks.
Which
it's just
Trunks?
Straight up Trunks. Kid Trunks. Kid Trunks, actually, I'm going to use GT for this example too. Kid Trunks into GT Trunks. Just because that Trunks is like a completely different Trunks from the one that shows up. Like, the first time we see Trunks, he becomes everyone's favorite character. Like, you know, by the time, you know, you're in the Android Saga, you're like, okay, this is my favorite character, this is my favorite character. And then you see Trunks, and you're like, you know what? This is my new favorite character. Trunks comes into the series in a more explosive and badass way than any other character in the entire series. He, like, shits on Frieza in, like, 3 minutes after, you know, I was watching for months the fight between Goku and Frieza. And, like, he's just a badass. All out badass. And all of a sudden, it's like, okay, so when Trunks is born, he's going to be, you know, the shit. And nah. The Trunks that comes out in this timeline just doesn't do anything at all. Like even like I'm not even gonna accept the Gotenks thing. Like Trunks is just a terrible character.
I mean, a lot of people in my video when I mentioned Kid Trunks, what they ended up saying was that, oh, they're different Trunks, they're not the same. How can you even compare them or whatever? It doesn't really matter. Like that's true. I mean, you can't really compare them, but at the same time, that doesn't make Kid Trunks any better of a character. He's still shit. So like he did nothing.
Yeah, because like I mean, if we're gonna use GT just for an example to see what Trunks turns into, like. GT Trunks is an even bigger fuckboy than Kid Trunks. Cause like, look at him. Like, dude, I mean, he goes on an adventure.
A lot of people are gonna sit here and say GT isn't canon, so what you're saying doesn't even matter. I
know. It's just like if we have a glimpse of what Trunks because I mean the Trunks that they capture in GT seem like the Trunks that they would have as Kid Trunks as he was older. Like that's like I could see Trunks growing up to that Trunks. So I'm going to use that as an example just because like I get it. Like I mean, future Trunks grew up differently. He grew up in like a terrible time. Everyone's dying left and right. He has to kind of survive. Like you know, he grew up in a tougher atmosphere. But still, like that doesn't mean that Kid Trunks isn't less of a fuckboy because he grew up in like a nice time. Like,
exactly.
I can't stand Kid Trunks. On top of that, he doesn't have any cool attacks. Like they could at least give Kid Trunks a sword. They could at least give him the sword.
Well, I mean, if you look at how Trunks actually got the sword with the Tapion movie, then I guess that makes sense. But at the same time, like, I just get, like, you have Goku, like, you have Goten, and I mean, Goten wasn't as bad as Trunks, because even if you're looking at Trunks, not even from a power standpoint, but just from a character, Trunks is a, Goten is better, but Trunks is just a whiny fucking bitch. Oh god, he pisses me off.
Yeah, he's like that rich kid that grows up, that just can't stay in school. But like Goten's funny because Goten's kind of dumb. He's got that like childlike innocence.
He's carefree. That's what I like about him.
Yeah, he's carefree. That's his character. That's what makes him so cool. But Trunks is just like, bruh, like
one of the things I always remember about Dragon Ball Z, for whatever reason, it's always this scene. It's when Gohan is trying to teach Videl how to fly, and then fucking Goten's sitting there flying through the sky like it's no big deal and shit, and Videl's sitting there like trying all hard and shit, and then Goten's just having a blast. Like Goten's fucking awesome.
I wonder if we would see Trunks differently if we had more airtime. Because like now that I think about it, Trunks never really had that much airtime. Because they focus a lot on Goten just because he's like the new character, new part of the family that was introduced. Trunks never really got that much airtime on his own, other than the time that we saw him training with Vegeta. That's something that pissed me off. How do you train with Vegeta, but you're not any stronger than you are right now? Like, freaking Goten trains with Chi-Chi, and he becomes like almost the same strength as Trunks. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that's another point that I brought up too, is like, how the fuck are you training with what we'll call the very, very close second strongest person on Earth, second only by Goku, of course, that dude's just overpowered. How do you train with that motherfucker? And the kid that gets trained by a fucking housewife is like comparable to your strength. That blows my mind.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that this Goten didn't know how to fly. He was a Super Saiyan who couldn't fly. Like that. Like his character was just awesome, altogether awesome.
You talking about Goten?
Yeah, I'm talking about Goten.
I mean, Goten's like character. Like I feel like what happens is that Goten's like character was pretty decent, but like what he ended up doing was just a disappointment because
he didn't do anything.
Because like they weren't necessarily built up per se, but I mean you assume the strongest warriors and their sons, they'll be pretty strong. I mean, you even look at the things in the past. Kid Goku in Dragon Ball was fucking super strong, fucking everybody up. Kid Gohan and even Kid Gohan and even Teen Gohan, fucking major strong. Teen Gohan was the strongest, and he was younger than everybody. So I mean, to have the kids again, if you would think, continuing on with the themes of Dragon Ball, you got kids of the strongest niggas alive. I just thought they would be able to do some shit. Excuse me.
Something I also want to kind of bring, because I'm sure this is going to get brought up. I don't know if this got brought up in your comments now, but Hercule.
I got a lot of Hercules. I don't count Hercule.
No, let me talk about Hercule. Hercule is, and I'm going to do a video about this later. Hercule is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball Z.
Continue. I have a theory as to why that might be, but I want you to say. Hello? Are you there?
Oh god, I think you cut out.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. I think you're good.
All right. So I have my own theory as to why Hercule might be very important, but why do you think?
Well, Hercule, mainly that's why, because he actually was a reason to a lot that happened. I mean, first of all, he was the first to kind of train Majin Buu, make him into, like, you know, a livable person.
Absolutely.
He calmed Majin Buu, that's what I meant to say. He calmed Majin Buu down. He's the reason why Kid Buu was defeated, because he saved Vegeta. Hercule had his like share of fuckboy things, but like he was also very essential to a lot of the things that happened in the Dragon Ball Z series. So I just kind of want to throw it out there before people start throwing Hercule out there. Like, Hercule's the biggest fuckboy. Hercule did more than Goten and Trunks, if you think about it. Way more. And he's just a dude. Like, he's just a dude.
Another thing that I don't think a lot of people take into account is how, like, the Earthlings and the regular humans view everything that fucking happens. So Hercule, they view as this sort of, like, fucking, almost like God that, like, it does everything and he's so strong and everything like that. And Hercule is sort of like the balancing point for humans, because, I mean, if humans were to be fully realized that there's fucking blonde dudes flying in the air shooting out fucking energy blasts and all this shit, then, I mean, how would they necessarily react to that? So I think they need somebody like Hercule to sort of bring them back down to reality. And, I mean, still, you got the World Tournament where they're doing shit like that, and even the Cell games where they're broadcasting, you still see shit like that. But, I mean, Hercule is still that guy that sort of, like, keeps the humans, I guess, level-headed and, you know, keeps their sanity down. So even in that aspect, if you look at just the human part, which doesn't really get discussed too much in the Dragon Ball universe, Hercule is very important there as well.
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. Is there anything else you want to say? Add on to this?
That'll be about it. I said my piece.
So what we want now from you guys, just like I guess you did in Omega's video, comment below the biggest fuckboy of the entire universe. Don't just include Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. You can pick for anything, and say why. And before you listen to it, make sure you think about everything they did. Because the only reason why I even mentioned Hercule is because I knew people would mention Hercule without even really thinking what he'd done. Like, I remember growing up, I hated Hercule, but Hercule, like I said, he did his fair share of things, and technically he did more than Goten and Trunks. So that's the reason why I even brought him in the first place. But let us know in the comment section below the biggest fuckboy, the biggest disappointment in the entire franchise series, and we'll just take it from there, I guess.
All right, thank you guys for watching as always. My name has been Omega Pro, joined here today by Rhymestyle. Go check out his channel if you're watching this on my channel. Go check him out. I'm pretty sure you guys have already, but in case you haven't, go feel free to do that. And don't forget to leave those comments and hump that like button. Make love to it, why don't you? And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.
Peace.